I made $244,000 in 7 days at 20 years old with 98% profit margins with my agency. Now, kind of from that as well, I only spent 3.5 hours making that $244,000. Now, that's revenue with 98% profit margins, and that's for just one of my three agencies and one of my five companies. Now, yes, I still do go to college and finished college and high school at the same time, but because I had too many units, I wasn't able to really transfer them all to college. So yes, I'm still in college. Hopefully going to be making my decision very soon if I'm going to continue or if I am not. And I'm sure you guys see the green light basically promotes sleep and makes it so that I can have an improved sleep quality. As you guys can see, the green light, I have kind of a cycle, so I go with green light and then blue light blockers and then red with red light blockers and kind of end off my night like that. It is 12 in the morning right now, so still have 2 to 3 hours to work. I tend to work a lot faster and a lot more effectively at night. I've tried the morning thing, and every 3 months it shifts, so kind of my cycle is continuous. But with that being said, you guys are here for one specific reason of how I made $244,000 in revenue with 98% profit margins from one of my five companies at 20 years old. Now, for this specific agency, we only help out high-ticket dermatology clinics, and the reason for that is just because I would rather work with a small amount of clients in this specific agency, but be able to charge $70,000 to $80,000 performance fees like we have, which helped me make the $244,000. Now, with that, what it does is kind of has like a red carpet agency, like-esque to it, where we only work with 5 to 10 dermatology clinics, and we can work very closely, directly one-on-one with them. And I can also increase my P&Ls, and I don't have to hire a ton of other associates just for the client acquisition on my end to handle the clients that we have, and also handle the influx of new onboarding calls and meetings that we have. So that's kind of why I do high ticket, for that specific reason, so that I can kind of minimize the amount of clients that we have, but maximize the amount of profit and revenue that we can make. This is something that I played around for a little bit, but to give you guys kind of the background of exactly what it is, I started my business ventures at 14 years old. Well, technically 11 years old, but first legitimate ones at 14 with ecom. Created my first business, which was drop servicing clothing for gas stations and car washes and stuff. Moved on to 16, 17 years old, jumped in the agency game, couldn't figure it out, jumped out of it. And the funny thing was that from 14 to 18, I never understood marketing until I actually put a monastic amount of focus for 2 years into marketing, and I figured it out, thankfully, at 20 years old. But basically from there, from after I had my company, which is still live, I'm not going to say the name, but I'm not really working on that anymore. After kind of that little run that I had, I switched back to ecom, had around 45 stores running while I was in high school. And then from there at 18, switched over to the Facebook ads side of it, helping companies with paid ads. Now, what we do is, again, we just help with paid ads. The reason why is because I'd be lying to you if I was telling you I was good at website creation, SEO, copywriting and everything. I'm working on my copywriting skills every single day to make them better, but I'm not the best at it. I'm best at paid ads. So 3 of my agencies that I have, well, I have 3 in total, but the first one is this one where we help out high-ticket dermatology clinics. This is more like a red carpet agency, where we charge small setup fees and hefty performance fees, and we basically just go on performance. And then there is the second one, which is private equity firms. That one is honestly my favorite one, because it's funny to see these finance pros freak out about the numbers that they're getting and go and literally just buy a Rolex the next day. And then the third one is helping new startups get some capital. So that one, it actually just launched around 4 months ago, so still in the first beginning stages of helping our first couple of clients to actually fully understand it. Now, we do have people in the team who have worked with agencies who have done that similar business model with helping startups gain capital, but at the same time, I also have to learn my own way as well. So that one I'm not too, satisfied on. The other two, the private equity firms and also the dermatology clinics, I'm very satisfied on. And the dermatology clinic's actually this agency that I made at $244,000, just the high ticket dermatology clinics. I actually recorded a full video, which is over 100 hours of me taking this clinic with this agency from 0 to over 100K per month. And it actually has every single thing inside there, from basically me sending out my first emails, every single meeting with potential clients, with potential team members, new hires, every single email, every single script, every single thing that was going through my mind, how to optimize all these things. It literally has the exact breakdown to get to 100K per month. And the funny thing about it is that I actually shared this video with over 1,000 people in a certain community, and every single one of those people gained something out of it, just because there's certain things and certain techniques that I used inside there that people don't know about, that helped me reach to, now it's 244K, and I still have 200K in a pipeline, which would put me at around 400, let's say 80 something thousand if everything goes according to plan. Plus, we're still not even done with the end of the month. So by the end of the month, hopefully should surpass around $600,000 to $700,000 in revenue with 98% profit margins. Now, with that being said, we help out with copy, creatives, and the funnel, the pipeline, all that type of stuff. But paid ads, we don't do any email, SMS, or all that type of stuff. I was thinking of adding in a section of my agency to kind of help out with the email and SMS, so I can take also a percentage from that as well. But that's something for a later time. I don't know if I'm gonna create like a WAP community, or is it WHOOP or WAP community? I know WHOOP the bracelet, but I know there's WHOP community or something like that. You guys can DM me and I can send you guys script and everything, because I know a lot of people have been using it, and actually a couple of agencies have really benefited from it. I really don't even care about like making this video perfect. I just wanted to kind of get it out there so you guys see who I am and what I do. When you're running an agency, it generally comes down to only a few things. Don't make it complicated. It doesn't matter how good your website looks. Doesn't matter how good your sales skills are. As much as it does in the end when you're optimizing. In the beginning, you just have to have a good offer that makes sense, and on top of that, you just have to have good service delivery and also good client acquisition. But if you get those two main things down, which is a good offer and good service delivery, I'm telling you, nothing else really matters, because I've never spoken to a client who is upset about the fact that we're getting them results, but not touching up upon them every single week about us getting them the results. So yeah, if you can focus on two things, it's just basically get them the leads and get them booked meetings or get them the clients, whichever one your offer is. And then on top of that, just have a good offer in general, right? So my offer that I ran in the beginning that I really recommend you guys doing, because also this boosts your credit, which is great. Especially if you have an Amex Platinum, it really, really helps out to get those points up and running. But basically what the offer was I will guarantee you 10 new high ticket clients in 30 days. But on top of that, I pay for your ads as well. So what that does is it takes the risk off of the client completely, and it puts all the risk on me. So it takes 10 days to onboard that client, and then another 30 days to run the ads, right? So in total, it's 40 days, right? In 40 days, I'm guaranteeing you 10 clients. So let's say for dermatology clinics, right, we would go for somebody who, number one, has at least over $7,000 in ad spend, because it's a short frame of time. From there, what you do is the offer is basically no risk. So they pay you the money. From there, you run the ads. So I told them, hey, listen, instead of you paying me $3,000 and you spending $3,000 on the ads account, pay me $6,000. I'll run your ads completely. If I don't get you those 10 new high ticket clients in 30 days, then from there, I refund you the full $6,000 plus $1,000 on top for wasting your time. Now, what does that do? With all these agencies, they only refund the service fee, but they don't refund the Facebook ads fee. So basically, meaning the client is literally at zero risk. And worst case scenario, if you can't get them the clients that you promised, you only get them 3 clients, right, for $7,000, right? They made $21,000, got their $6,000 back plus an extra $1,000 on top. That's worst case scenario. Now, best case scenario is you got them 10 leads for, what was it, $6,000, $7,000, right? That's the best case scenario. So it's a win-win situation for them. Now, as an agency, that is a bit of a risky offer, because you have to know how to run ads effectively, period, okay? Ads does not come down to, oh, let me just throw something on the ad account and see how it is. No, good creative, good image, good copy, nice landing page, right? Have a VSL. VSLs work so effectively. We did a split testing with my agency, and the split testing was straight to calendar, booking link, a DSL, and a VSL. Okay, VSL was 5 minutes. I was just talking to the camera directly. It did incredible. We're getting right now qualified booked appointments for around $40, which is insane, which is literally insane. And I can show you guys that in another video. I'm very happy to show you guys all of that. And on top of that, what I did is not only with the VSL we performed very well, the DSL did well, but just didn't convert. So a lot of people were clicking on it and actually going through to the calendar booking link, but they just weren't actually scheduling the calendar because the DSL didn't get them as much information as they wanted to. Especially the DSL is beneficial because they can kind of go at their own pace, but it's lacking because you don't really see the person on the other side of the screen. So DSL works well for a certain business model type. I know for, if you're selling to agency owners, it works very, very well. And straight to calendar is risky because your actual ad has to be very, very compelling and get the point across very, very quickly so that the booked calendar works effectively or as it should be working. Now, with that being said, I spent $300, my Facebook ads account and my personal ads account, and in general, everything, all of my accounts on Facebook got completely hacked. So I got completely swiped and I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. Bought a verified Facebook business manager and ads accounts, 5 of them actually. You didn't hear that from me. But with that, it helped me kind of get past that initial step. So I spent $900, made $244,000 in revenue with 90% profit margins, and I'm actually gonna pop it up right here. All right, ladies and gents, so the reason why I am recording this clip kind of so half-assed in the last second is because everything I recorded yesterday, I don't know what happened, but files got corrupted and wasn't properly downloading. So I have to re-record just this specific main part of it. Thankfully, not the actual 20-minute long video. But with that being said, this is kind of the breakdown of it. So this is Go High Level Dashboard, and this is filtered to 2024, 12/07 to the 13th, which is today. But that's my company, yes. 8 meetings I had, 7 of them I won. The 8th one just didn't make sense at all. And $482,000 in opportunity value in the pipeline. So 237,500 still open and 244,900 still we won with a 58% close rate or secure rate, whichever you guys like to call it. From that, the 5 open ones are actually scheduled out next week. So what I do on my calendar is I actually block it off. Usually my Mondays and my Tuesdays are those days where I just have it open. My Wednesday and Thursday is usually blocked off. That's more for deep work. And Friday is open, but my calendar is usually open from around 4 in the morning all the way till around like 1:30 at night those days. Now, if I have my calendar open, that usually means that my team is going to be able to handle it. But usually Monday and Tuesday, I am kind of just up the whole day. So, or those whole 2 days, lots of caffeine, and then I kind of rest up on the weekend. But yeah, that is the kind of way it goes. That is the opportunity status, value, and conversions. And yeah, back to the actual main video now. It's on Go High Level. Listen, it connects the stripes, so it's the same thing. But yeah, those are performance fees. But I'm going to be uploading that 100-hour video actually coming up very soon. Once I finish editing that, that is going to be a very, very fruitful video because it's going to have an insane amount of stuff inside there, gems that you guys actually need to get up and running. And yeah, kind of with that being said, it's just have a good offer. Don't show up to the call also. Okay, I just want to mention this too. I see this every single day and I get asked by literally tens of agency owners. I can show you guys the DMs where they always say, how do I show up to the call? And that basically means like, how would I dress, right? So fix your hair, number one, get a haircut, whatever it is. I'm saying, I look horrendous right now too. But no, fix your hair, get a good haircut, wear a shirt or wear, nice polo. Don't wear hoodies unless you're at the point where you can already, where you're past 100K or past 50K. Right? If you're just starting out, don't wear a hoodie to a call. Don't wear like a backwards hat to a call. Don't wear sunglasses to a call. Be respectful, be nice, let the client talk. Okay, give them an opportunity to talk. You have to have some pre-qualification questions. You have to have all these things in place. Most of the time, most of us agency owners, the first 3 to 5 clients that we take is honestly just taking them just to take them because we want the money. But genuinely qualify the client, make the client become your best friend. Right? Give them daily checkpoints. Give them the daily checkpoint. Like what I mean by that is just, hey, how are you? How's everything been? Or if they're interested in something like golf, which is one of my clients' major interests. I'll send him golfing videos. I'll tell him golfing jokes, and also because we use Slack, Google Chats. Google Chat is a little bit better and faster for me. I tend to like Google Chats a lot quicker because I can only just go back and forth between my email. I don't have to open up a separate app. But literally, we just I send him golfing videos. He sends me golfing videos, and the guy likes watches where we send watches back and forth. When you do stuff like that, it kind of just makes you guys become close friends. Even though it's business, you kind of you tuck away that business end of it, and you guys just become friends. Now we both know it's business, but it kind of makes the relationship a lot better. So I would say really focus on that too. But yeah, I'm going to be making a community soon where you guys can kind of see everything that I do and kind of have the templates and all that type of stuff inside there. But yeah, that's kind of how I made $244,000 in 7 days at 20 years old. Have another 200K in the pipeline, and then hopefully we'll be closing off the end of this month. I have around 7 other meetings coming up. If I close all 7 of them, which I don't know what the chances are, but right now I think on the Go High level it shows like 57 or 58% close rate, and the reason for that is because those clients still in the pipeline are actually for next week. So genuinely, there's no way to make that higher. The other person who didn't show up just genuinely didn't make sense because he had no ad spend, no capital, no nothing, and his business model was just not something I have worked with in the past or I saw a benefit in it at all. And that was after 3 calls with the team. Usually we don't even do. Usually it's 2 calls. It's just literally first call, and then that second call is a close. It's a guaranteed close, and that second call is usually like an onboarding call. So we didn't even. It's technically a one call close that we do. But especially if you're doing a little bit larger clients, 2 call close is really recommended. If you can close them in 1, that's great. Just make that call a little bit longer. But yeah, I tend to have all of my calls, stop at that 30-minute mark. But yeah, that's kind of how it is. The most important thing in the world to me, well, there's two of the most important things in the world to me is, 3 now, is yellow paper. I don't know what it is with this. I'm going to be trying out the Remarkable too. I actually just ordered it, see how it is. But it is that and the AirPod Pros. Now, the reason why is because the noise cancellation on this is absolutely insane, and it's great for deep work. And also NeuroGum. I don't know if I have it here, but it's the energizing gum. It's like 40 milligrams of caffeine. I've been actually taking that for over 2 years now. It's been the best thing ever. I took it before anybody started taking it, so I really recommend it. But yellow notepad, right? Before you go to bed, whenever you wake up, right? Write down your goals, your notes, your tasks, right? I know a lot of people write it in the notes tab as well. Don't write it in the notes tab on your phone. When you actually physically write it, you tend to do it, and you cross them out, and it feels really good. It's like rewarding when you cross one out. Yeah, basically what I did is we help startups with getting more capital with paid ads. We help private equity firms make more money with paid ads. We help high ticket dermatology clinics make more money with paid ads. And then I have also 2 software companies as well. I'm going to be coming out pretty soon. Those 2 are absolutely insane. I cannot tell you who I was on a call with, but it is the president of a major multi-billion-dollar company. And he was really interested in that. And also the second one as well. And then last but not least is I'm going to be working on it soon. I'm going to be actually posting on my Instagram. It's a new beverage that I'm going to be making, but it's just for myself, so I kind of know what I'm drinking. Now, it's not alcohol or anything. It's something that is just good to drink throughout the day. So I personally love coconut water and also water. I drink maybe 10-12 bottles of water a day. Coconut water, I love it. It's always good to have. Replenishes pH levels and balances them out. So mixing in something with coconut water, sparkling water, and a couple other things. Well, you guys will see that coming up soon. I'm sure I'm going to be releasing on here for you guys to see, but it'll only be available for myself. Maybe if I get enough people wanting it, then I'll release it to the public, but it's kind of just so I know what I'm drinking rather than going to the store and trying to figure out exactly which one is the best coconut water to get. So yeah, this is a little bit longer of a video than I thought I was going to make. But yeah, just comes down to a couple of things. I'll make another video, and I'll actually make more videos coming up very, very soon. But I'll try to do something like once a week or once every 2 weeks, or maybe even sooner than a week. But honestly, just have a good offer, have a compelling offer that the client cannot walk away from, that basically if they walk away from, they're stupid. And second, just have good service delivery, because even if your offer isn't the best, but you have good service delivery, you will get recommended to other individuals and you will just naturally grow like that. So, and also use black hat strategies, but that's for another time, and I'll tell you guys about that. And yeah, with that being said, time to go jump into some deep work, and I will see you guys whenever I see you guys.